feature of the night. Say final.
Final.
Yes. For our final feature of the night, we have Charmaine Freeman, aka Char the Poet. Char is a mother, a spoken word artist, and a businesswoman. She was raised in Atlanta, Georgia, but currently resides in the Jacksonville, Florida area. And she's an inspiring author and entrepreneur. You know, you do more than this. This bio, gas yourself up, all right? Because you a bomb-ass fucking artist and an amazing, like, gas yourself up for real.
I'll work on it next time.
Yes. But everyone, give a round of applause for Char.
Thanks for staying, guys. I'm gonna sit down.
Yes.
Okay.
Seated poetry?
Yes.
Alrighty. So, the first poem I have is it's called The Anomaly. It's actually 11 years old.
Oh, shit.
Yes, but it's new to this space. This poem is about how I became a poet. So it's still about new poetry. So it's called The Anomaly. Let me introduce myself. I am the anomaly. You could say I was begotten by an epiphany. I have always been around, but I was transparent, a screaming voice without sound. I was unknown to those near. I didn't even know I was here. Till utterances spoken deep within could no longer be ignored. Words like a two-edged sword, my emotions pierced through me, struggling and fighting to get free. But a lack of inspiration was like a prison for my art. Feelings harnessed in my heart, pent up, passion dammed up inside, barred away because of pride. I was a wolf cut down in the middle of a howl. Expressions on my tongue stuck on the tip, thoughts pouring out but tangled up on my lips. And so I waited. For who or what, I'm not quite sure, but I knew whatever it was, it would open the door. And in that moment when it came, I knew I was free. That moment came in the form of a he, possessing a key. This key of inspiration inspired me. It released the incarceration of my imagination, but sparked a flame of devastation. You see, his fire burned too brightly. My skin was singed instantaneously. And like all fires that burn too hot, it quickly faded to just an ember. But I will always remember the feeling of being everywhere, nowhere. It's something for which you cannot prepare. And although I did wait, never did I anticipate the oxymoron of my experience or the brightness of his brilliance. I cannot describe the heat of his coldness or the cowardice of his boldness, but I can tell you about the strength of my weakness and the rebelliousness of my meekness. This inspiration was a lesson, but it was also a blessing because I became alive at the same moment the fire died. My voice bubbled forth as my speech impediment was cured. Yes, my inspiration came bearing pain and side effects. Nevertheless, I have no regrets. And now, this is just a memory, a story of what gave birth to me, and I am grateful eternally because I am and will always be the anomaly. Ooh, I'm a little nervous, guys. Okay, so the next one I have, I'm going to share with you a poem about my daughter. I have a 2-year-old.
Bless you.
Yes, and she's the reason why I'm here. So I am going to talk about her. Her name is Cadence. I've been looking for love in all the wrong ways, in all the wrong places, in all the wrong faces. Struggling with disappointment at every turn. I've been repeatedly burned. I had lost hope and become convinced that this was something I'd always miss. But then you came unexpectedly and showed me what true love means. Never did I experience a level so deep I didn't realize I could. But that is the definition of motherhood. My daughter, you are the light of my eyes. Without you, I'd be blind. I'd give my life for you, know my literal life. I'd kill just to make sure you're all right. Anything for you, I'd sacrifice. My mother told me when you get your own, you'll see, and she was right. You are my delight. You've shown me unconditional in a way that no one else can. When I take you in my hands, I am whole. You are my soul. You are the motivation of my heart. You are the cadence of my heart. I'm trying to do the ones that I like the best because I have a few, but I want to make sure I have time for the ones that are most important to me. So this next one, this one is called Give Us Free. And it was not inspired by Amistad, even though it comes off that way. I sat in a dark theater, ready for a show, ready to escape reality and be taken away. I was ready to be entertained. As I saw the movie play out on the big screen, it occurred to me, this is a story that has played out again and again and again. For centuries, the concept that I was watching play before me, every intelligent life just wants to be free. The core value of freedom has permeated our society from the beginning. No matter the book, play, or movie, it's a central theme that we all see. Give us free. But then the question surfaces, when did freedom stop being for every intelligent being? When did they decide for us it doesn't apply? And who the hell gave them the right? For this truth they would die, but they expected us to take it without a fight, just because they're white. They have lost their minds. Give us free. First, they wrote a declaration that states that all men are created equal, but then they wrote a sequel and called it Jim Crow and expected us to accept this blow. They thought wrong. Give us free. They said life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness for everyone except you and me. The hypocrisy makes me sick with the sickness that sickens. This is the part where the plot thickens. It's not gonna fly. And to be honest, I'm shocked when I see their supplies. Like, are you serious? Mm-hmm. If it means so much to you, what makes you think that we don't care about it too? Do I not bleed like you do? My lungs need air just like yours do. My body is fueled by the same food that nourishes you and my love. Well, my love, that's the only thing that I can't compare to you. Give us free. And it's not a request, it's a demand that will be met one way or another, just like it has been over and over from the beginning of time. Let me tell you how this story ends. It will work out for the little guy. The underdog eventually wins. You're going to lose, so this is what you need to do. Give us free, or do we have to take it from you? Okay, so I have this one called The Search. It's about heartbreak, the best stuff that I write about. So this one, so it's called The Search. I was lost, so I looked for you. I studied every brown face in a 2-mile radius. I just couldn't give up the notion of us. I wonder if they could see the pain in my heart shining through my eyes. They say it's a window to the soul. Could they see the toll that you took on me? Did they look at me with empathy, or could they only feel pity as I walked alone in search of a dream that will never come true? All I ever wanted was you. And you just hurt me. For what reason? What was the reason? Why does my pain bring you pleasure when all I wanted was to be your treasure? I told you about the man that used me for cash. I told you about the man that used me for a punching bag, and yet here you are. Another man that has used and hurt me. Congratulations, you made the list. What a prestigious group of men with a single purpose, to find a way to break Shar again. Physically, financially, emotionally, it doesn't matter. As long as she's a mess, that's for the best. And it brings us joy, so we revel in her pain. Maybe I'm thinking on it too deep, because a mission statement like that would have to mean that you cared enough to hate me, and we both know that's not the case. But the truth is, you came here trying to add to my legacy of pain. Another broken heart left in your wake. And me, after everything, still searching and searching, ever foolish. It's giving masochism. It's giving stupid. I should be searching for self-love. I should be searching for self-respect. And that's what I tell people I'm trying to do. Anything to ease the pain of missing you. And as I peer into their faces, looking deep in their eyes, they don't have to know that I lied. They don't have to know that deep down inside, I still hold on to hope. They can't know that down in my core, there's still something else that I do. No one has to know that I still only search for you. I'm getting over it though. One more? Okay. So this poem, I've performed it once before, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable because it's so outside of character for me. But like, you know, it came from me, so it is what it is. So it's called Arrogant. We're going to see how this goes. This feeling is insane. The mere mention of your name causes a change. My demeanor goes from joy to pain, from sun to rain. These emotions I can't take. I'm proud of myself for being strong and refusing to let you string me along. But to choose me over you, well, That's the hardest thing I had to do. My stomach is in knots because of your response or lack thereof. How can humans treat other humans with no love or compassion, with no remorse for their actions? Were you raised by a pack of animals? Or maybe you came from a family of cannibals, people that feed on hearts for sport, blood in their teeth as they stand over a corpse. You discuss me, standing there lacking humanity. Love has quickly turned to hate. Tranquility has turned to rage. It's a fine line, they say. Two sides of the same coin that has easily been flipped. You tripped when you tried to play me for a fool. Break my heart all you want, but never insult my intelligence. That's where I draw the line, so let's talk about it. You know, I have been trying to figure out what I did wrong, what's wrong with me. But honestly, looking at things logically, I'm a woman with so much going for me. Let's start shallow and then go deep. Just try to keep up with me. First off, look at me. Beautiful brown skin, melanin popping, slim thick with it, and a personality to boot with a people-pleasing attitude. I got my own house. Bills are paid. I drove here in my Chevy SUV. Are you with me? And the money I make would put your salary to shame. But that's not the surface. Let's go deep. My creatively talented mind couldn't slow to your rate if I tried. Everything I touch turns to gold. I move mountains with my pinky and baby toe. And what have you done? Let me digress. It's not a comparison. I'm usually not the arrogant one, but baby, you insulted my mind with your lies, and I will not have it. I am the queen, and you neglected to bow to me even when I treated you as if you were a king. So now you have to leave. Now you've made it easy. Disrespect is not tolerated here in any form, and I try not to be angry, but baby, you finally made me. You found my button and pushed it flagrantly, as if I'm not the prize. As if you merely being in my presence doesn't cause your value to rise. This is what I'm trying to say. Fuck you very much. In the sweetest of I think that's it, guys. I got through them all. I'm glad. This was so fun. I feel so blessed to be here. You guys have been amazing. Just me just coming out here. I've just been here for like a few months, and everybody's been so welcoming, and I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, it's Char the Poet, CharThePoet. So you guys have a good night.
Yeah.